Guys, judge me all you like, ne? I'm a Cat Matlala and again. Cat Matlala, like, hi, daddy. Yes, daddy. Like, I love you too, daddy. Thank you, daddy.
Honestly, seeing this type of content do the rounds in these past few days has been so disappointing. Even looking at the comments, on the news reports, also just on other videos where they've clipped Cat Matlala, and just seeing women and men find a way to sanitize this man's image has been so heart-wrenching. And you might think that this commentary is like lighthearted and really won't do much, or you might think that it's quite benign, but let me tell you that this is a malignancy. This is a malignancy that we need to somehow try to kill, because it's this type of mentality that perpetuates this tradition that we're all trying to get rid of. When you start to normalize and empathize with criminals, you afford a young person the opportunity to start to idolize them. And what comes with idolization is repetition, or well, rather imitation, which then leads to repetition. So now, instead of having a country that is governed well, that is less corrupt, what we're doing when we start to sanitize and empathize with criminals is that we just get more criminals. This is why I like the fact that Ashley Souls brought in the gospel. And when he spoke about the scripture that speaks about the root, that the love of money is a root of all evil, and he made emphasis to the love of money. It's not that money is a root of all evil. It's the love of money, because it's an insatiable beast. You cannot satisfy that love of money. You will never, ever be satisfied. And the lengths that people are willing to go to when they are that enamored by money, when they are that obsessed with money, is what we are now seeing with Cat Matlala. And even with the short testament that we've seen in the ad hoc committee, right? You can see that this person is so enthralled with the idea of power and luxuries and maintaining his lifestyle. And he is willing to do anything and everything to do so. And everything and anything that he has done to do so has caused a lot of pain for people, has traumatized communities, and has caused death, whether directly or indirectly. And he's been getting away with it because there's many people like you who think it's cute and who think it's funny to reward him for his bad behavior. Everybody in the world innately wants to be accepted and wants to be celebrated. Now, if my actions, which are causing harm, are affording me a celebration, affording me an applause, why would I stop it? Why would I not take it up a notch? And because maybe you've not been acutely aware of the effects that this has on your life, and it doesn't seem that direct, that you think that this is funny, but I can promise you it's not. And look, I know it's still alleged that he's had a hand in the looting of Timbisa Hospital. But I worked in that hospital. I worked in it for 12 months, and it was the worst 12 months of my whole entire existence. And I will say that, I don't know until when. And it was heartbreaking to witness people pass away, and unnecessary injury or unnecessary disease because of poor resources, or actually the under-resourcing of the hospital, where there's not enough human resource, there's not enough medical supplies. And if there are medical supplies, there are faulty medical supplies, which can be so detrimental. Yeah, I'm not going to talk more on that, but one thing I will say is that the hardest thing for a lot of us, and that's something that, made us come together as health professionals who are working in Tembisa. This is how we would support each other. But the hardest thing was giving bad news to a family and knowing that for them, their lives have changed forever. Forever. And you feel like a failure. You literally feel like you're the worst person ever on earth. That was terrible. There's a video that circulates. I don't know if it's a video or if it's a picture. It's a certain area in Tembisa. And every time I see that thing, hey, Antrigara, because it shows patients sitting in an area that is so bad. Like, the conditions are so bad. And people's first instinct, especially when they come to the hospital, is to always blame us as health professionals. Always. Always. Yeah, you guys don't know. We used to copy it. Hey, Lina, I treated the patient, the pila, guys. And fine. Okay, let's say we're that self-absorbed. Why would we want to work in those kinds of conditions? You guys don't know the silent battles that health professionals fight for patients. But anyway, yeah, that was hard. It was hard to witness. It was not nice. It was not nice. It was not nice. You don't enter medicine because you enter medicine because you actually want to make a change in people's lives. And when you constantly go to work and you there are things, there are measures in place that don't allow you to do so, it's heartbreaking. You ask yourself, then what's the use? You're spending hours at work, hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours and hours, hours on a patient, doing things, trying to do your ultimate best, and you lose the patient. It's not nice. It's terrible. It's not like losing your phone. You're losing someone's life, someone's father, someone's aunt, someone's uncle, someone's brother, someone's sister, someone's world. Like, Claire, please, hey. For me, this thing is not funny. It's not amusing. We're not gonna sanitize his image, guys. We're not gonna do this. You did this with that artist, with that Lekompo artist who's now sitting on trial. You platformed a person who has admitted to traumatizing his own community just because he puts a few words to a beat and he's got all these tattoos on his face and you think he's cute. And we can see the ripple effect of that because his dysfunction has created a culture of dysfunction. We saw that recently with a viral video of those young people in Mall of Africa. It's not lighthearted. It's not funny. That's actually what I wanted to say.
While nisafaka ama-status aphephule nilwa ne-gender based violence bafethu nenza into enhle kangaka anoke nibhekene ama-comments osisi benu kuma-video akhethi Matlala la khona disclose khona indlela aphila ngayo anoke nibhekene ama-comments nikhumbule futhi ukuthi domjida waboshelwana uqala kwakhe ukuboshwa nje beboshiwe nje waboshelwa icala lokuzama ukubulala intombi yakhe ukudlama nayo yabo fethu lento i-abuse i-exista kubantu abahluphekayo kuphela kulabo aba-rich amantombazana afuna ukuyinyathela ngeenyawo bese ngathi ayi-exist but abekho abantu aba-abusive njengabantu aba-rich ngoba bayi-in control ngokusuke kufana nokuthi bayak-owna but amantombazana wafuna nokuyikhuluma leyo nto leyo yabona manje ufuna ukulungisa kahle lento ye-gender base mina nganitshela ngathi anolwa nediscipline yalabantu aba-victimizwayo kuqala nilwe nabo kuqala yabo nilungise bona kuqala cause vele ba ama-victim egcineni but ama-consequences asuke edalwa yilokho i-discipline yabo hayi ngeke fana bayayiphosa nje nomkuphi yazi ngingakutshela isimanga ukuthi ungasuka la nepholo lakhe elimanzi uhambe lokushini ngolosihlanu ebusuku ongalazi lokusho mhlawumbe uhambe la muntu mako wahlangana namantombazana ebusuku bathi asambeni azongena emotweni ngitshela azongena emotweni anoke nilo nediscipline yabo sisi kuqala manifuna ukulwa kahle ne-gender base abafuni ukuyizwa ke leyo nto ke
A very warm welcome to Idolizing. Just to refresh our minds, one of the many reasons why Vusimuzi Matlala utfolakala aboshiwe at this particular point, sisibeka nje eceleni konke lobukhonyovu bakhe lobukhona, it is because this guy tried to unalive former girlfriend yakhe uDebu Hotobejani. So ngalamanye magama, it means ukuthi if you can have a romantic relationship with Vusimuzi Matlala and for whatsoever reason utholakala wena, you step on his toes or whatsoever, he is capable of unaliving you. And bearing in mind that at this particular point, like South Africa, we have a very high rate of femicide and GBV. Kunebantu that have decided to overlook konke lokho bathi bona cha Vusimuzi Matlala ngidate, and baphindze labanye futhi bayasho on my comment section ukuthi no man guys, asidliseni umoya, it's not that deep. Bona they were just complimenting the guy. Nyalo, why are we making a fuss out of it? And a majority of these people that had such comments are those with purple profile pictures. Ulwazini Zindaba, you are very much welcome to share your views.
And that's why in this country we'll never get anything done. Already women are praising Vusimuzi Matlala for his looks, but they forget or they shy away from the fact that he was trying to unalive a woman not so long ago. But women in the comment section, they are there praising him. And this is the exact same thing that happens in reality as well. We warn women about certain guys because they find him handsome, they'll still go and date him. And then when that guy retaliates or beat them up or starts GVB, now they start to complain, all men must die. Now it's all our problem. It's all our fault now. Even Rona, people who are just sitting in the houses and chilling, we get the slack as well. There's the problem with women. They don't listen. Women don't listen. We warn you guys all the time. You guys don't listen. Already it's not even month end. Already influencers are fighting amongst each other about who's a better activist, who studied what, who's doing what, who's above who. It's not even month end, and they have people profile pictures on, but they're still going at each other. And whenever you wanna believe things will change in South Africa, forget. The G20 is over. Already the robots are not working. All that stand the government put up, it was just for visitors. It's done now. Back to reality, back to life. Yes, they have declared a national state of disaster. What's going to change? Is it going to stop someone from saying or killing their loved ones? Women? Is that going to stop men from killing? No, guys. Not even a dialogue is going to help. So that's why I'm starting to lose faith in civilization. I'm starting to lose faith in South Africa as citizens. Serious, we think we are all too woke, and this government is exploiting that.